If you notice that your driveway is pretty dirty, or maybe even it's covered in mildew like this one here, let me show you the best way to clean that up, and thanks to Lowe's for sponsoring today's video. The first thing we want to do is grab a leaf blower or a push broom and remove as much dry debris from the driveway as possible. This could be things like sticks, leaves, grass clippings, or even mulch, really anything that you notice on the driveway that you can easily remove, take care of it. The reason you want to do this is it really helps set your cleanup for success, because if a bunch of stuff is in the way when you're using the power washer, many times you have to stop to move it. And in my experience, once it gets wet, it's so much harder to remove from the surface. So by just taking a few minutes and doing this first, everything is so much easier. Now, to get started pressure washing, the first thing that I like to recommend is you hook the hose up to your pressure washer, then hook up the wand and run water through the machine without turning it on. Now, what this is going to do is get all the air out of the pump, so that way there's no bubbles left behind, so your pressure washer is ready to go and you don't potentially ruin the pump. Next, I like to grab the wand and clean all of the edges along the driveway. Now, for this, I do recommend using either the green or white tip with your pressure washer, just because these are the widest angle and they just do a really good job, but they're not too strong where they could potentially cause damage. Now, something to keep in mind is if you spray too much in your grass or near some mulch, you'll really blast that away. So stay on the concrete as much as possible, so that way you don't cause any damage. And really, by doing this, the next tool that we use in the cleaning process is really going to be so much easier to use and just work that much better. Once you're done doing all the edges on the driveway, the next step is to clean the driveway with a surface cleaner. Now, you might be wondering, Brandon, what's a surface cleaner? But this is a tool that I highly recommend you invest in if possible, because this is going to make cleaning the driveway so much easier and faster. Now, essentially what a surface cleaner is two nozzles that spin really fast when you turn the pressure washer on, and the mixture of pressure and spinning just blast away all the buildup on the driveway. And the nice thing is you just go straight up and straight back, kind of like you're using a vacuum cleaner. So it's super efficient and honestly very satisfying and fun to use. One thing you can do while you're cleaning with the surface cleaner to make sure you don't miss anything is once you're done cleaning a section of the driveway, just grab your wand on your pressure washer and just rinse off that area really good. And sometimes you might still see a few streaks there that you need to still clean, so just come back with the surface cleaner and get those done. Now, there are a few things you have to keep in mind that are very important when it comes to using the surface cleaner, so that way you get the best clean possible. Now, the first is go slow, let the pressure washer do the work. This isn't a race. And then the second thing is make sure to always overlap each pass with about an inch or two. The reason being is if you go too fast and you're not overlapping, unfortunately, what's going to happen is you're going to miss some spots on the driveway. And then once it dries, you're going to see something called tiger stripes. And yes, it kind of sounds exactly like it is. You're going to see stripes where you missed everything all over the driveway, and it's just not going to look very good. Now, another thing is that if you notice an area is super dirty, sometimes what I like to do is even go from a few different angles. That way I ensure I'm removing as much buildup as possible, and when it dries, it's gonna look great. Now, you might be wondering, what type of pressure washer do I need to get this job done? And it really depends on how dirty your driveway is, how big it is, and even your budget, but there are a few things I like to mention that you should keep in mind. Now, the first is PSI, and I like to recommend one that has about 2,500 to 3,500 PSI, because this is strong enough to really blast away all the buildup on the driveway, and that way you can move pretty quick too. The other important thing to keep in mind with PSI is that your surface cleaner might need a minimum amount of PSI to be able to spin and do its job. So you want to make sure that both are compatible and you have enough power to actually clean. The second thing is something called GPM, and that stands for gallon per minute. Now, essentially what this means is how much water is flowing through the machine and how much water can push out, so that way you can rinse the surface faster and just clean more efficient. Now, what I like to recommend is the machine have about 2.3 to 2.5, but if you have a higher GPM than that, even better. Now, you might have noticed, but for this driveway, I'm using the Simpson Pro Series, and this machine has 3,500 PSI and 2.5 GPM. Plenty of power to not only get the driveway clean, but what's nice is this can clean all around the house too. Now, if you need anything that I'm using in today's video, don't forget to check out today's video sponsor, Lowe's. Whether you need a new pressure washer to get your driveway nice and clean, or some cleaning supplies, or maybe even some tools to work on a project around the house, Lowe's has you covered. And what I love is they have free shipping on online orders over $45, a low price guarantee, and even same-day pickup if you really need something fast. To make it super easy to shop, I have everything I'm using in today's video linked down below in the description, along with tagged in the YouTube shopping tab, so definitely check those out. And thanks so much again to Lowe's for sponsoring this video. Now you might be wondering, Brandon, I already have a power washer and it's not quite as powerful as the one that you mentioned. Can I still clean my driveway with that machine? Yes, you can, but you do need to keep in mind that the lower PSI and the lower GPM just means that you're gonna have to clean much slower, and probably it's gonna take you a lot longer to get the job done, which can really add up if you have a larger driveway. For instance, this little electric power washer from Greenworks has about 1800 PSI and 1.2 GPM. And yes, it can get it clean, but it just took so much longer. And most likely, if you have a really bad area with a ton of mildew buildup, you're gonna have to clean that area multiple times. Throughout our clean so far, we've only been cleaning with water. We haven't introduced any sort of cleaners on the concrete whatsoever. And that's the really cool thing about cleaning with pressure, is many times you don't need any cleaning agents to actually get the surface clean. But sometimes you might run across an area on your driveway or sidewalk that has a ton of mildew buildup. So it can be a good idea to add a little bit of cleaner and give that a boost to completely remove it from the surface. Now, what I like to recommend is using just simply bleach. And what you want to do is mix up your bleach 50-50 with water in a pump-up sprayer, and then apply that to the area before you start cleaning. Now, something to keep in mind with bleach is if you do get this on the grass or any plants, it will burn them out and potentially kill them. So always wet that down with water first, so that way it won't cause any damage. Now, once you've sprayed everything down on the concrete, let that set for a little bit, but don't let it completely dry on the surface. Then come through with your pressure washer and clean the entire area. Now, one really important thing to keep in mind is when you're spraying with the pressure washer and you have bleach on the concrete, that's going to splash up, so just make sure it doesn't get on any painted surfaces and even your clothes, or wear old clothes, because it could cause damage and bleach. The nice thing about using bleach here is not only is it easy to find and affordable, but it does an awesome job to kill organic growth on the cement. Whether that's mold or mildew or even algae, this is gonna help get rid of that, and I also like that it really lightens up the appearance too. And once it's done cleaning, it naturally breaks down when exposed to air, light, and organic matter, leaving behind mostly salt water. Now, once you're done power washing everything, one thing you can do to really level up your clean is to come through and do something called post-treating. Now, essentially what this is you take that same 50-50 bleach mix that we use to pre-treat those really bad areas and spray everything down. Just a light mist, you don't gotta get too crazy here. But what this is going to do is just leave a little bit of bleach behind, so that way it cleans up anything that might be still on the surface there, which likely is not a lot, but that way it evens everything out, it brightens up the concrete, and your clean looks pristine. And there you have it. Now you know the best way to get your driveway nice and clean. Thanks so much for watching as always, and if you're new here, consider subscribing and smash that like button. I also need to say thank you again to Lowe's for sponsoring today's video, and give a huge shout out to all the Clean Squad members over on Patreon and here on YouTube memberships. Thank you so much for your continued support. We could not make these videos without your help. Now, if you want to join the Clean Squad and get your name credited down below, all you got to do is follow the link in the description for Patreon or click the join button here on YouTube memberships. And as I always say, I'll see you on the next clean.